Okay, so here's what I'm going to be thinking about for the rest of today. That moment in the conversation with Greg Kiesling. Did you hear it this morning? About the new White House policy to send condolence letters for combat zone soldier suicides in Iraq and Afghanistan. Kiesling said he wanted people to say, died by suicide in Iraq, referring to his son's death in 2009, rather than committed suicide. We always say committed suicide without thinking. Mr. Kiesling has worked for years to get this policy changed at the White House. Think of it. He thinks of suicide as an external threat on a battlefield, not some whimsical act of desperation. A tragedy worthy of a White House condolence letter. Finally. Kiesling has also gotten the Army to conduct suicide prevention in combat zones. His son's former combat buddies, he says, are being buddies to other soldiers now. Kind of like holding the strong point there on the battlefield against the threat of death by suicide. Condolence letters matter. Language matters. And that's another thing. Some language I'd love to change. The words confined to a wheelchair. You say it, right? Right? People say that without thinking. I'm not confined to a wheelchair, okay? I'm paralyzed out of the wheelchair. Then I'm confined, okay? I can do nothing out of the wheelchair. In the wheelchair, I'm not confined. Get it? Get it? I also hate it when people say lame. Lame. So you can't walk. Oh, that's so lame. We're done with that. I need a Mr. Kiesling to work on this for me, I think. Ooh, awkward. But I would love to tell Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm to stop using the word lame. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, he would make up a whole episode about that, right? Imagine. Actually, I suggested this to Susie Essman off camera when she was in the studio. I said, it would be great. All right, Larry is coming on the takeaway, all right? And he's really nervous about me being mad over all of his insensitive wheelchair humor, okay? It'll be great. He'll come in, he'll make a whole episode about it. Essman seemed to be having a lovely time in the studio right up until that point. Then her face kind of glazed over with this, don't effing pull out your screenplay, pal, or I'll really make you confined to that wheelchair. Awkward. Actually, that's just what I imagined she was thinking. Have a nice day.